Right. I think I'll spray my piece today. A little spray. Right, let's get a big clean brush. Splashing water everywhere. Dab it so it's not wet through. Bit of blue. Don't matter what blue. Just a bit of blue. As in whatever blue you've got. I'll tell you what. Let's do that. Let's change brushes now. Another biggish clean brush. Let's get a bit either yellow ochre or raw sienna. Will be brilliant for this. Just a little bit just in there like that. It all's mixed in there. Oh, that's nice. Perfect. Just into there like that. You can come down over that hill, it doesn't matter. That's perfect. Lovely. In fact, tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. There. Lovely. There. Bit more blue back in there right at the top, I think. A few little streaks. Some blue down in this bottom bit. I'm going to go straight through that hill, I'm not bothered. Something like that. Maybe there's a bit in there like that. Just trying to soften it a touch. And then maybe there's a bit of a mucky colour blue. There seems to be a bit of a clad thing about there. Just a bit of something. A bit of a grubby clad. And then I'll soften that with this one. Soften it at the top as well. That looks okay, I think. That should dry nice. Right, that's sound. Right, now then. This background hill's got to be faint. Really faint. So I'll get some green. It looks like it's a greenish colour. I'll mix a few greens in while I'm doing it. So nice and faint like that, look. Nice faint colour. Mix some yellow in. That's nice. These edges can be soft. Because I want this to look quite far away, so just mixing my colours around a bit. That's it. Let's add a bit of that raw sienna colour in there and all that. Always looks nice added to a green. Oh, look at that, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Back into a bit more yellow. And into here, hard a blob of paint there, although that I think will be hid by a mount, so don't worry too much about that. Now, if this dries too pale, I want this pretty pale, but if it does dry too pale, I'm not going to panic, because I can just go over it again and thicken it up. Let's have a bit more, I think. I want this to look quite far back, you see. Now I think that's probably going to dry alright. Let's get some darker colours. Don't know whether to give it a tiny dry before I do this. Let's give it a tiny one. That's not bad. See how this works now. So I want some sort of farmer's fieldy type things. That's looking alright, isn't it? That's looking good. I'll try and keep them quite horizontal. As horizontal as you can. Because if they go vertical, it looks a bit weird. I think that's enough just to show that there's a bit of something in there. That one's probably a bit vertical. That one across there like that. Let's have another one there. That'll do. I think that's enough. Right, let's give that a dry. See what that looks like. I've actually only dried that bottom bit really, because the other bit don't matter for now. Right, now we need thick paint now. We're back into it now. Nice thick paint. Right, I've got yellow on my brush at that minute. There we are, look at that. Nice thick paint. Into some of that water what's dribbled everywhere. Right, I'll tell you. Well, I'll chunter on a bit just while I'm doing this, right? I've been watching some stuff on YouTube actually about time travel, right? This is serious now. I'm not messing about. I've got a theory, right? Watching this stuff about time travel, and they were saying that, what's his name? Albert Frankenstein, right? He's had a look at, he worked out mathematically, right? I've been trying to tell this to Esmeralda. She keeps telling me to shut up and saying I'm boring. So hopefully it not bore you a lot. But Albert Frankenstein worked out mathematically, apparently, according to what it said on some YouTube thing where I watched, worked out mathematically that time travel is possible, right? But these other scientists said because of this time travel paradox thing that it won't be possible, right? So they were saying, I don't know, say you interrupted something that had already happened, let's just say that, right? And then you, I don't know, let's say your mum and dad met each other 10 minutes later, right? And then let's say, because they met 10 minutes later, let's just say a different sperm cell won that race to the egg, and so you weren't born, it was a different version of you that were born, and so the new version wasn't interested in time travel, led a totally different life, so therefore you wouldn't have done the time travel in the first place. So you've got like a paradox of, well, you set off before, altered it, so it goes round in like a paradox, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not that sure, right? But that's sort of what they're saying. Right, let me give this a try. I've got loads of air stuck in my paint. Yeah, so they were saying that's why time travel's not possible, because it creates these paradoxes, right? So this is my little theory on it, right? I just want to say it on here. So if this turns out to be true in hundreds of years they work this out, I want it to be known that I'm up there with Albert Frankenstein. I've worked this out first, right? Because I seriously think I could be onto something here. I watched this other documentary, right, and they were saying on this other one about these parallel string theory, parallel universes and that, right? And I thought, well, maybe that's true, and that has been caused through people in the future time travelling, prattling about, and that maybe they've caused these ultimate universes by prattling about time travelling. And I just thought that could, sounds daft, but it could be what's happening. That's why we've got multiple universes, because someone's travelled back and created a multiple universe by prattling about time travelling. That's why the string theory. If you don't know what I'm on about, I can't explain it, but if you go on YouTube and put in string theory, parallel universes and that, you can see it all, because I had it explained to me and that, but I'll not mess about and try and act clever. I didn't really understand it, right, and I admit that. But hey, look, you said, and see if you think that could be right. Probably talking cack, most probably 9 times out of 10 it's probably wrong what I'm saying, but I don't know, it just made me think, could that be what's causing that? Could the time travelling thing be what's causing it? I think, well, causing this parallel universe thingy. Right, I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. Just in bottoms are here, look. I think I'm going to stick some blades of grass. So if I do that, some more yellow in there. Just basically using a thicker paint now, so I can do more scratchy techniques and just more rocky techniques and things. Right, so let's get some blades of grass in here, look, a few blades of grass, because this is closer. Now as you go further back, your blades of grass are probably going to either get smaller or become literally non-existent. So dip into a bit wetter to make a bit thinner paint. Same again back here, but these blades of grass are going to be less. So I might not even put any in. I might just blend around, and I'm going with my contours, look. So this, I'm trying to contour this there, so it looks like I'm going with a flower land, something like that. There. And I can add a few more little rocky bits if I want, bits and bobs, just little bits coming through, and scratch a couple of smaller bits of grasses in back here. Not much, not as many, because it's further back. These little lines and stuff are representing blades of grass, really, just blades of grass at a different distance. So by just putting texture in, that's me attempting to represent some blades of grass anyway, you see. So that don't look bad to me, that looks alright to me. So some blades of grass, bits and bobs. I'll stick some extra bits of grass in with rigger brush in a minute. Right, let's give that a dry. Curling up a bit with paper there, but same again, it's watercolour, so when you put that in a mount, it'd push all that down. So it's a good idea to frame your little pictures up and that, you know. You can frame them. I'll frame them up, put them up for a bit, and then when I do a new one what I like, swap them around. It's a good idea. Right, now then, let's get some, let me put some more paint out. I want some designer's white gouache now, and put some sheeps in. I'll tell you what else you can do. You can use some gouache just to highlight some at the tops of them rocks if you want. That often works quite nice. Right, right, I've got a sheep. My sheeps are actually right up on here, but I don't know if they're going to show up there. That's so faint, I'm going to bring them down. On my other painting, I've got my sheeps up there because I've already painted a practice of this, but my background's a lot darker, and it made the background too close, so I moved my background back, but I don't think you'll see my sheep. Or would you? Oh, I don't know what to do. Let's try it then, let's try it. So that is the back of my sheep there. You can see it, can't you? Only just, but you can see it. There, so that's the back of that sheep. That's, get some more paint on. That's the top of that sheep there. Oh, you can see that. And then there's another sheep there, like that. So that's my sheep in then. Right. Now, have I gone high enough? Let's go a bit higher. Something like that, a bit higher. There. So I can only just see them, but you'll see them more in a minute, because I'm going to stick in some, try and mix some blue in with this. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right. So now, my light's coming in this way. So bring my shadows down this way. That's the bottom bit of my sheep there. I'll get him some legs on. 1, 2, let's see, 1 there, 3, 4, something like that. That's the bottom of my sheep. I might make these sheep a tiny touch bigger in a minute. That's not bad. Then this one's here, his head's there, his little ickle legs there, body there, like that. Yeah, little legs there and there. His head's coming down there. This one's straight on, so he's more like that, with his legs there. That's about that. Right, now, I'm going to darken. I'm going to really dark grey, really dark grey colour now. That looks nice. Right. Just down. Oh, I've got an ear. I do not want an ear on my brush. Down into there for that leg, that leg, that leg. Right bottom of there, like that. Right there. So that one's. That's his head coming down there. That's a leg there, leg there, leg there. Around and there. That bit's all going to be a bit darker. That one there, all under there, and there, side of that like there. There, now blend it all. So I'm going to blend into there, blend that all the way up I think, blend up, just wash my brush and dry it. I've washed my brush but I've dried it a lot. So now blend these colours all up. That looks good. Oh wow, that's nice. All up there like that. There, how does that look? Quite like that, I think that's sound. Right, wash my brush again. I'm going to go back into white and get some white back. Blending back over it. So this white don't show out dead well, but you can tell it's there, so I think we're going to get away with it. You can just tell. I think that'll look good when it's dried. The actual heads are white on these ones, so let's pop them. That one's got a white head there, that one's got a white head there. Some of these legs have got a little bit of highlight showing on them. That one's head, let's pop that one's head there. I'll do his head in white. There. There. I think that looks hopefully like sheep's. Right, now then, let's get for a darker green. I think I'll just do it in a darker green and pop a shadow. Nice shadow underneath them. So light's coming in this way, so we'll give them a nice shadow like that. Just grounds them, something like that. Look, under there, into there, like that. There, a little bit darker. Bit darker right under them. That's it. Wash my brush off, soften that shadow out. Lovely jubbly. There we are. There, 3 sheeps. Can you see them alright? I think you can. I think that's alright, isn't it? Now look through. Yeah, let me give them a dry, see what they look like when they dry. I might put another highlight on. Right, now I'm not dead happy with that. I don't think you can see it, so I'll show you a little trick now. Spin that upside down. This is taking a bit longer than I wanted it to, but I'm going to show you a little trick. So that's that. Right, let's get a nice green mixed up. Plenty of green paint. Some brown into that, dull it. Nice dull green paint, loads of water. Loads of water. Right, I'm going to water off around all the here. Look, see that water going around there? I'm going to water that off because I'm going to blend across and blend out. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, where's my reading glasses? Let me get my reading glasses on. I'm going to come right up to this edge of this white, look, and make it stand out by doing that, look. See that? That's just making that white stand out there, look. And then I'm going to bring that green out from there. Bring it out. Wash my brush. Take it down there, look. Don't need that bit to be dark really down there. Just want that blended. Blend that bit in. Blend that bit in down there. These bits here, look, where it's softening out. Just soften it. Soften it away till it blends out into absolutely nought. There. That's a right crafty little trick. Pop a little bit more in there. Just in there. That's a right crafty little trick to show your highlights up. I'll dry that and you'll see what that looks like. it. See how them sheep stand out now? Look at that. You can see them. So I've just slightly darkened that background. In that, just happens to be darker in that area where them sheep are, so they stand out and look nice. Right. Rigar brush. 2 bods. Peter and Paul out looking for worms. 2 bods and a signature. Right, let's put Peter and Paul. Let's have everything over this side. So Peter there, Paul there, there, and then down here I'll have a B and a D, Bertie D. I'll tell you what I could do. Just a little bit of it, not too much, because this can look a bit much. I don't like that there's not, that just goes to the green, so just stick in a bit of gouache on some of them rocks like that, look. Just to bring a little bit more white back into stuff. I think that looks better like that. That's better, innit? Look at that. Yeah, that looks better. A few little highlights on them rocks with gouache. I call it gouache. Yeah. Not too much. Just a little bit, just so it looks like it'll look more, when that dries, it'll look more like you've just got little bits of white paper showing through. But there, that's nice, isn't it? It's just made it that. There, that'll do. There. That's it. So you learnt my theory about science and time travel and that. Probably not right, but if it turns out to be right, first person to ever think on it, in it. See you on the beach, in it.